Hi, I'm Peter. Today we're going to talk about reflux. You'll hear the terms GERD, GORD, reflux and heartburn all kind of tossed around, and they pretty much mean the same thing. So today I'm going to call it reflux. Reflux is when the stomach contents leak back up the esophagus, often causing pain or discomfort in the centre of the chest or in the throat. Most people think that reflux is caused by too much acid, and that's because it burns and it feels like there's too much acid. However, the real reason for most people is not enough acid. So let's talk a little bit about stomach acid. Your stomach's job is to break down protein. You might eat something like fish, eggs, beef, or vegetable protein. All of these need to be broken down in your stomach, and stomach acid is what breaks them down. It breaks the proteins apart into things called amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. Amino acids are needed by your body for lots of things. So if your body wants to do things like make a new cell, or repair a muscle, or a tendon, or make a neurotransmitter or a hormone, it needs to use lots of amino acids. So if you're low in stomach acid, the first problem you have is you're going to be low in amino acids. So lots of functions of your body might suffer. It could be things like hormonal issues or difficulty healing. It could be something even like emotional issues, and it's purely because your body didn't have enough amino acids to make all the things that it needed to function properly. The second thing that happens is the protein you ate sits inside your stomach and rots. Yes, really, it rots. Our bodies run at 37 degrees. So if it's a stinking hot 37-degree day and I put a piece of fish on the bench and come back a bit later, it's not going to be pretty, is it? Similar things happen inside. If you can't break down your protein, then you have rotting protein in your gut. That creates nitrates and ammonias, which are highly toxic. Your liver and kidneys try to get rid of these toxic chemicals as fast as possible, but they still have to do their normal jobs. So, low stomach acid can lead to liver or kidney stress simply because your detox organs get overworked. The rotting food sits inside and ferments and bubbles. That will often cause bloating and gas. Your stomach has two valves, one at the top and one at the bottom. Rotting protein inside your stomach creates gas and bloating. The gas creates pressure inside your stomach. If the bottom valve is weaker, then likely the bottom valve will open and it will let whole proteins go through into your small intestine. If the top valve is weaker, then it will open, maybe you burp, and it allows some of the stomach contents to go back up the esophagus. And there's your reflux. This will more likely be an issue when you're lying down, although it can happen any time. Even though you have low stomach acid, it's still too strong for the esophagus and it will burn. So to you, it feels like you have too much acid, but the real cause was not enough acid. If you take an antacid, it takes away the burn. The antacid neutralizes the acid in your esophagus and in your stomach. Here's one really important thing you need to know. If you take an antacid and you have low stomach acid, you're working against your body. You started off with not enough stomach acid, and now the antacid just neutralized a little bit of acid that you had, so the problem is worse now, even though your pain is better. This applies to over-the-counter type antacids and also prescription drugs. If low stomach acid is the cause of your reflux, these things will take away the burn, but they make the problem worse. I'm not saying you shouldn't take antacids. You may need to take them in the short term to relieve the pain. The best antacid, in my opinion, is plain old bicarb soda. Try half a teaspoon in a glass of water. This will help the symptom of reflux. The third thing that happens when stomach acid is low is you might start having allergic type reactions to foods. If your proteins are not broken down into amino acids, you get whole proteins moving through into your intestines. Your intestines are meant to have amino acids in them, but not whole proteins. Whole proteins look like bacteria to your immune system. So your body creates extra white blood cells to fight what it thinks is an infection in your gut, and this causes inflammation and possibly reactions. Your body might also try to move the food through really quickly, causing diarrhea, or it might try to hold on to the food for as long as possible, causing constipation. Some people find they alternate between diarrhea and constipation. The good news is that these allergic type reactions are not true allergies. So if you fix the cause of the reactions, low stomach acid, then the reactions tend to go away over time. I want to be really clear about this. Low stomach acid does not cause true allergic reactions. So for example, if you have an anaphylactic reaction to peanuts, it's probably not related at all to stomach acid issues. However, if you eat dairy and it causes constipation or diarrhea, it might be a result of low stomach acid. So that's where we would need to do some testing and work out if that's an issue for you or not. The most important thing is that you take care of the root cause of your reflux. In order to make stomach acid, you need zinc and iodine and vitamin B1 and salt. If you're low in just one of these things, you will be low in stomach acid. In my experience, lots of people are low in all three of zinc, iodine and B1. So, how do you fix low stomach acid? For many people, it's as simple as getting your zinc, iodine, B1 and salt to optimum levels. And it might take 3 to 6 months to get your levels high enough, depending on how low you are right now. There are some very simple home tests that you can do for iodine and zinc levels. To check your B1 levels requires a blood test. So we do these tests in our clinic and we can order blood tests from a lab near you. Another side issue of low stomach acid is that your whole body becomes acidic. You've probably heard about the need to alkalize your body, and there are lots of alkalizing diets and supplements. In my opinion, the best way to alkalize your body is to have good, strong stomach acid. Your stomach runs a chemical reaction to make acid. One side of the reaction produces stomach acid, the other side produces bicarb soda, which goes into your blood. This makes your stomach acidic and the rest of your body alkaline. So in other words, if you concentrate your acid in your stomach, then the rest of your body becomes more alkaline. Some people have low stomach acid and deal with it by eating a highly alkaline diet, which is mostly fruit and vegetables. This makes them feel better, but it still hasn't addressed their root cause, low stomach acid. I see quite a few people who've been taking stomach acid in a capsule, sometimes for a long time. While stomach acid in a capsule does help your stomach to break down protein, it does not deal with the root cause of the problem. It will also potentially make your body too acidic. When you make stomach acid yourself, you create acid in your stomach and bicarb soda into the rest of your body. When you take acid in a capsule, there's no bicarb soda to balance the acid. So I do recommend acid capsules sometimes for a short period, but it's not a long-term solution in my opinion. So if you're suffering from reflux today, I recommend that you contact a practitioner who can assess the root cause of the problem and make recommendations that will help you to deal with it. We do this testing in our clinic, and we also have test kits that we mail out for people who don't live in our area. We can discuss this with you in person, over the phone, or using online video. If you'd like to get started and find the root causes for your reflux, click the Book Now button below this video. Thanks for watching today.